friends, a 7 story in New York City. The entrance of this house is decorated with dozens of fake eyes. A sculpture hangs in the middle of the hall, a sculpture of a bride hanging on a rope. And there's a taxidermied tiger sitting in the office. At the corner of the office, there's self and one of these self is the first edition of Lolita, in a famous novel in which an adult abuses a minor girl. The agent for from a movie set. The most powerful people of the world used to visit this house. They sat here at and left all the while hidden cameras were recording them. There was cameras in the bedroom too, right above the bed. Friends, this was Jeffrey Epstein house. Do you think you are the devil himself? No, but I do have a good mirror. The photo displayed in the house, Epstein can be seen with Pope John Paul II, Elon Musk, Cuba's former President Fidel Castro, former US President Bill Clinton, current US President Donald Trump, and even with Saudi Arabia Prince Mohammed bin Salman. फौजी बनाया बंद कर all the while hidden cameras were recording them. There were cameras in the bedroom too, right above the bed. Friends, this was Jeff Epstein house. Do you think you are the devil himself? No, but I do have a good mirror. The photo displayed in this house, Epstein can be seen with Pope John Paul II, Elon Musk, Cuba's former president Fidel Castro, former US President Bill Clinton, current US President Donald Trump, and even Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Next to it was a $1 note autographed by Bill Gates. The most shocking thing here was that this very Jeffrey Epstein used to run a trafficking racket through which he targeted hundreds of men and women. Friends, in a previous video, I told you about Epstein Island and how it became the biggest scandal in America. But after that, on 30th January, something happened that shook the whole world. The US Justice Department has released more than 3 million pages of the Epstein Files under the Epstein Files Transparency Act. And industrialist Anil Ambani, apart from this, Elon Musk's involvement was also seen. He had previously accused Trump of hiding the Epstein file. But now, he finds himself trapped in these files. Friends, in this video, come let's find out more about this topic. How did this network of powerful people source? How did this person have so much influence that he was surrounded by millionaires and politicians from all over the world? And how not only did he traffic and abuse minor girls, but also used them to gain more power. The previous video I told you that Jeffrey Epstein was a college dropout and tough met two kids. Then he started living in the most expensive house in New York. He started traveling in the private jets and become the financial advisor of billionaires. How was that possible? The answer to this is Leslie Wexner, or the richest man in America, owner of companies like Victoria's Secret and Bath and Bade. Was in the 1980, Wexner hired Epstein to his final advisor, but their friendship grew so much that industrialist Anil Ambani, apart from this Elon Musk involvement, was also seen. He had previously accused Trump of hiding the Epstein files, but no, he finds himself trapped in these files. Friends, in this video comes let's find out more about this topic. How did the network of powerful peoples work? How did this person have so much influence that he was surrounded by millionaires? Are politicians from all over the world. Not only did he traffic and abuse minor girls, but also used them to gain more power. The previous video I told you that Jeffrey Epstein was a college dropout and tough match to cuts. Then he started living in the most expensive house in New York. He started traveling in private jets and became the financial advisor of billionaires. How was this possible? The answer to this is Leslie Wexner, one of the richest men in America. Owner of the companies like Victoria's Secret and Baat and Bade was in the 1980. Wexner hired Epstein to be his financial advisor, but peer friendship grew so much that Absubhanaya. Later, Wexner handed over his power of attorney to Epstein, and then Wexner have Epstein, the magnificent house in New York. I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this house is located on 9 East 71st Street. This is the biggest private residence in Manhattan. It has 40 luxury rooms and its value at millions of dollars. But Alexander gave this house to Epstein almost for free. The official transfer price was $0. 2019, when the scandal surfaced and the world come to know Epstein Trust. Wexner, like the Epstein, has misappropriated vast sum from him. But surprisingly, for years, Wexner did not file any complaint against Epstein, nor had he taken any legal action against him. Epstein had money, a mansion, and a private island, but something else, but he untouchable. Victim Mary Farmer testified that Epstein had a media room in his Manhattan house. Monitor line in the walls of this room playing the live feed from hidden cameras according to Maria. These screens saw toilet, bed, toilet, bed, toilet, bed. The man monitoring everything were toilet, toilet, bed, bed, toilet, bed. I'm never gonna use the restroom here. There were cameras in every bedroom and in every bathroom in 2005 when the police raided Epstein, Florida house. They had found hidden cameras there too, and in 2019, when the FBI raided this Manhattan mansion, they found Epstein CDs too. These CDs were locked and kept in a hidden safe, and each of the CDs was labeled the labels on the CDs read. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, but the files on 13th January 2026 reveal of the truth of many of these people. And the new documents reveal that Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, one of the richest people of the world, release look at the irony. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, but the files released on 30th January 2026 reveal the truth of many of these people. The new documents reveal that Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, one of the richest people in the world, had gone to Epstein Island. Victim also testified that when first 2007, she had seen Brin and his friends. On the island, Epstein former board captain also confirmed that he had seen Brin on the island more than once back in June 2025. Elon Musk and Donald Trump were publicly bickering. Musk had tweeted, "Time to drop the really big bomb." Elon Musk and Donald Trump were publicly bickering. Uh, Musk had tweeted, "Time to drop the really big bomb." Trump is the Epstein file. That's why they have not been made public. But in January 2026, when the new files were had released, look at the irony. Elon Musk was also named in the Epstein files between 2012 and 2013. At least 16 emails were exchanged between Elon and Epstein. In November 2012, Elon asked Epstein if he could visit Epstein Island. Elon wrote, "What day night will be the wildest part of the island?" After this, in December 2012, Elon wrote, Do you have any parties planned? I have been working to the edge of insanity. I really went to hit the party scene and let loose. In 2014, there was an entry in Epstein calendar which said, reminder Elon Musk to Island December share. Friends, if you have noticed, Epstein life story is based on only two things: information and access. Those who had the right information, the right connections, became powerful, and those who didn't have it, uh, what left out of the system. Today in 2026, the game has changed. Today, the most powerful tool is AI, but the problem remains very few people are actually able to use properly. Most people just use two, three questions with ChatGPT and think that the best in a partner. The most dramatic downfall in the Epstein case is the story of Prince Andrew of the British royal family. A victim, Virginia Jeffrey, said that she was raped thrice by Prince Andrew when she was only 17. A photo went viral in which Andrew can be seen with his hand on 17-year-old Virginia's back. How many times were you trafficked to him? Three times. How old were you? I believe I was 17. And in the latest release, there are pictures of Prince Andrew with another victim. In February 2022, Andrew had settled a lawsuit with Virginia, as per which Virginia was paid $12 million. Andrew's name appears multiple times in the latest release file. Emails from 2010 where Epstein offered to introduce Andrew to a 26-year-old beautiful Russian woman, Andrew. Andrew replied that he would be delighted. In an email, Andrew talks of having dinner with Epstein in the Buckingham Palace. The most shocking there, the most shocking thing here is that the woman was accused Andrew. Virginia committed suicide in April 2025. In October 2025, because of this, King Carlos of the UK took away the title of prince from his brother Andrew. After this, the other honor, including being the Duke of York, were taken away from him. No, legally he is only Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Apart from this, he was asked to leave his president the royal laws. And after the latest release in January, he has vacated this house. In September 2020, when the Wall Street Journal asked Bill Gates if he had any connection with Jeffrey Epstein, he acknowledged that he had met Epstein, but said that there was no business relationship or friendship. But look at these reports in the New York Times. After 2011, Bill Gates met Epstein several times, at least thrice at his Manhattan home. March 2013, Gates traveled in Epstein's private plane, but in 2011, Epstein was already publicly known convicted offender. In 2021, Bill Gates and his wife, Melinda Gates, got divorced. One of the major reasons of the divorce is said to be his connection to Epstein. The most dramatic downfall in the Epstein case is the story of Prince Andrew of the British royal family. Victim Virginia Jeffrey said that she was raped thrice by Prince Andrew when she was only 17. A photo went viral in which the Andrew can be seen with his hand on 17-year-old Virginia back. How many times were you trafficked to him? Three times. How old were you? I believe I was 17. And in the latest release, there are pictures of Prince Andrew with another victim.